All right, so a little background here. I've been trying to learn foot jam tail whips a certain way, and I've done it a couple sessions and been getting closer. But on the last session, when I was trying to practice landing on the pedals, I landed on the wrong pedal, whipped one around, and bashed my knee. So I'm now as padded up as I can be, in spite of having a glued together knee and whatnot. I'm going to see if I can make some progress on it today. It's also hot as hell, so great day to be wearing like all my pads. Oh, the other thing I also changed out is I swapped on some slightly less death pedals, hoping that maybe that won't hurt as bad if it hits me.
Okay, so here I'm trying to figure out how I'm actually going to jump onto my pedals and trying various different positions, seeing whether or not I can do it while they're flat, various things forward, and that was me trying it with the previous position that I hurt my knee, and boom, yep, I hit my knee right again. So at this point I pretty much decided, let's not do that again. So I started experimenting with whether or not my right foot forward landing, which is my natural forward foot, would work. And if I was going to do that, I figured I needed to do this lock the brakes, jump onto the front wheel thing. So this is me now practicing that. So this is a bit of a variation on what I was doing before. After a few attempts, I sort of realized, yeah, probably this is going to work. This was the attempt, I think, where I was like, oh yeah, I'm actually pretty close. Still took a lot of time to figure out how to get the balance a little bit better, but started to kind of figure it out. And then went back to seeing if I could jump onto the pedal again. It's still a little bit scary jumping onto the pedal. My knee is still pretty tender. So I went back to practicing the initiation move. Yeah, I sort of feel like I was getting pretty close. I'm actually got kind of almost already all the way over on that one. Still having a hard time getting it all the way around a high percentage, but starting to feel like it could happen. Okay, so at this point I kind of mixed it up and decided to move out to the street. So one of the things I started to figure out here was that I was having a hard time whipping the bars, or whipping it all the way around. And if I manipulated the bars, that might help. So I started actually practicing a little bit of just try to whip it and get the bar motion going down there. And I found that practicing that on the ground a few times helped bring the bike around a lot faster. So I kind of alternated a few times of trying whipping the bike around and then trying to move. And I actually even get one that the bike, that one almost landed. The bike comes further around than I wanted like that, which was not what was happening before. Okay, so the camera died from heat, went inside, cooled it down, and came back out and practiced again. Started practicing trying to get on and was feeling pretty successful getting on here. Felt pretty good about that. Keeping one foot on the wheel while practicing getting on helped so that I was stepping on without worrying about the cranks whipping around, which felt a lot safer and more stable. So like that one was pretty good. That one was pretty good. Started to get a few. It didn't feel so terrifying, because I have a foot still on the wheel while I'm putting my other foot onto the front crank. Okay, so at this point, I actually landed one or two. I landed one not super clean and then one really clean, but inconveniently the camera turned off. So you're gonna have to just take my word for it, and hopefully my next session I'll show some that I really do land clean. But made a lot of progress this session and was actually really happy with it.